welcome back to my channel. So today I've got an impromptu video on how I printed these Paige Evans papers onto fabric. So I got these from the AC Digital store, and I will link that website down below for you, where you can get a variety of different scrapbooking collections but as printables. So all I'm doing to do mine is I am going to take 3 different pieces of fabric. I'm testing it on a couple of different pieces for you guys, and I'm going to simply tack mine down with just a simple stitch. This is just a really cheap thread that I'm using, and the fabric on this one is 100% cotton. Now I do want to put a disclaimer out that this is something that obviously could damage your printer. For me it worked absolutely fine on all the occasions that I've done it. I'm going to do 3 in this video to show you on 3 different weight fabrics, and I've also done a couple of others obviously off camera where I picked up this technique, but this still could damage your printer. So please, if you're concerned, maybe try it on a small piece. I mean, I really don't want anyone breaking their printers because I've shown this video, so complete disclaimer. This is just obviously something that I found that works for me. Now I am just tacking down 3 sides, and I'm making sure that I pull the thread nice and tight so that way it is not loose at all. I do the same thing no matter what weight fabrics I'm using. I then am carefully cutting around the edge. Now you want to cut off as much overhang as possible because that is the thing that would catch on your printer. So all I'm doing is just simply cutting around the edges. You can see that the top edge, which is going to be at the very top of my page, I haven't tacked down because that part isn't going to be the part that gets jammed. So I've already set up the pages I want, and because I don't want to print a full A4 sheet, I'm actually going to change my settings so I have 2 pages printing on one, so they come out as A5. I find it a lot easier to do an A4 piece of paper in my printer this way than I do any other way. So you can see I've just put that in at my printer. Now I just use a HP DeskJet 3720. It's just a standard printer, and you can see it comes out without any problem whatsoever. Now obviously, as I said before, there are different ways of doing this. I've seen so many different ways. I just didn't want to go out and buy something new, and I have loads of thread anyway. So here I'm going to a light to medium weight calico, so it's thicker than the cotton I've tried beforehand, and this is going to print through once again without any problems. I have found that my corners, you can see that right hand corner on my printer always folds up a little bit, but it doesn't jam because I make sure when I do my tacking down of the stitches I go right to the corner, only leaving probably a tiny gap, like 1/4 of an inch. You can see there, and the colours stand out really well on the fabric. So the last one I'm going to do is on a heavyweight calico, so this is the thickest one that I put through. Once again, I had no problems with this one printing. It came through absolutely fine. I wouldn't go any thicker than a heavyweight calico on my printer, just because I did notice with this one it did have a little bit of trouble. Now here is where my printer ink ran out. Now I probably should have paid attention to how much ink I had before I started filming this. I thought I had a backup, but I don't, so I have since ordered another one on Amazon. But you can tell the colours are going to be off on this one, but you can still see it printed without any problems, and the paper didn't jam at all. So all 3 worked really, really well. My cotton, my lightweight calico, and my heavyweight calico. And all I'm going to do to remove these is just simply cut the thread and take it off. Now I do reuse these papers once or twice more for tacking down, but obviously as it is just printer paper, you could go ahead and do something differently. I have found that you can do this on the normal printer paper. I always do my printing on a slightly thicker one. I think mine is a 95 GSM or 100 GSM paper, I can't remember which, and that does work a little bit better, but you can still print on the very basic printer paper. You can see here on my calico, the heavyweight calico, because the calico has got gaps in it, you can see the ink did transfer onto my paper, but all of them worked absolutely fine. So I really hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Bye guys!